Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hoshizora no Memoria. It's Wednesday, and in the last episode, Mare reaped Isuzu's nightmare, and because of that, Isuzu's telescope broke apart. And because Chinami was the one who was holding the telescope when it broke apart, Isuzu is blaming Chinami for it. Isuzu is now blaming Chinami for it. Anyway, let's continue. Isuzu. I stand in front of her house. I thought that she had left for school before us this morning, as I thought she is earlier than usual today. It seems that Suzuha is also leaving for school, as she pops out from behind her. Yeah, Chinami is still at home though. Apologizing probably isn't enough, but sorry about last night. Isuzu averts her gaze. No, she isn't. Chinami said that she wanted to apologize too. Will you forgive her? Isuzu doesn't reply. Yeah, listen to your little sister. Her voice was low, but it still startled Suzuha. Isuzu, you're scaring Suzuha-chan. Oh, you don't? Don't say that. Isuzu walks off, leaving that as her last words. I stroke Suzuha's head gently. It's alright, things will be back to normal soon. Isuzu and Chinami will return to being friends soon enough. I'm sure, I guarantee it. I don't have anything to back that up, but it seems to have some effect in cheering Suzuha up. Yeah, so head off to school cheerfully, okay? After seeing her off, I chase after Isuzu. Wait up, Isuzu! You said that you're your usual self, but from what I can see, you're nothing but angry. Her tone is also harsh, just like when we had first met. You're not going to forgive Chinami? You're not going to forgive me? Because it seems like you're keeping your distance from me. Our distance, which had become close like that of lovers, is increasing again. Perhaps I'm also feeling insecure. But didn't you walk off without me this morning? Did you run away from me because Chinami was there? Is it because I'm Chinami's brother? If you're with me, you're going to run into Chinami. There is no way that you can avoid Chinami. I'm not going to avoid Chinami, no matter what Isuzu asks of me. She stops in her tracks. Sorry, it sounds as if I'm antagonizing you. But I'm not going to answer you if you ask me to choose between one of you. Isuzu's shoulders start trembling. I love you. However, these are two completely different things. But Chinami is my sister. They're not comparable. Isuzu runs off without me. Am I an idiot? I wanted her to forgive Chinami, but it's making things worse. Am I irritated too? Mare was the one who broke the telescope, not Shinami. Isuzu wouldn't believe that if I told her. If anything, I'm relieved that the telescope is broken. Not just because of the starry sky in her memories, but it's also a good opportunity for her to gaze into Hibarigasaki's sky. I'm irritated that Isuzu is going through painful memories, and yet I can only feel relieved.
葵さん、今日は部活出てくれるかな。今週はまだ一度も出席していませんよね。科学館のプラネタリウム、意味なかったのかな。
That's not true. She'll show up one of these days. She was absent yesterday and the day before that because of me.
昼休みに葵さんと一緒になったら、今日の部活誘ってみようと思ったんだけどな。
However, Isuzu doesn't come to the courtyard now. It may very well be my fault.
コンクールの準備、みんなで進めたいもんね。葵さんの欠席が少なくなれば、姉さんが生徒会を説得して屋上の常時開放を勝ち取ってくれると思いますし、オーロラの写真もみんなで撮りたいな。続きは部活にしてそろそろ教室を出ませんか。そうだね。部室で岡泉先輩が待ってるかも。
The three of us leave the classroom together.
先輩。
I catch sight of Isuzu down the corridor. It might be the first time that Isuzu, who is a first year, has been to this floor.
先輩。葵さん、ちょうどよかった。これから部活だけど一緒に行かない？もしかして迎えに来てくれたんですか？いえ、その。
Do you have business with someone?
はい、私たちじゃなくて。
Isuzu reaches out and grabs my uniform.
これに。
She isn't going to stop calling me this one.
先輩、一緒に帰りませんか？よかったら、これから。
Isuzu's gaze shifts up and down while her mouth opens and closes.
デートとか。デート？
Asuho is the one who is surprised the most. And Isuzu gets surprised because of her.
はい、いえ、おめでとうございます。お二人とも。
Kosama immediately gives us her blessings. Isuzu.
ダメでしょうか。
Her eyes look unreliable. Before I answer, what about Shinami?
ちなみさんは関係ないじゃないですか。
You've been waiting here because you ran away from Shinami, didn't you?
そんなこと。
Nevertheless, sorry, I can't go on a date with you. Her face turns noticeably pale. More importantly, about club activities. She runs off before I get to ask her about turning up to club activities.
ようちゃんが葵さんをサボらせた。
No, why are you coming to that conclusion?
違うんですか？
Well, maybe you're right.
それと小ヶ坂さん、葵さんを名前で呼ぶようになったんですね。デートって言ってたけど、どういうこと？
A barrage of questions. Things aren't going to turn out pretty for me if I turn up to club activities. Asuho, sorry, I'm also going home.
なんで？部活は？
I'm taking today off. I've got something important to take care of. It's not an excuse, but the truth.
葵さんを追いかけるんですか？
I want to, but it's something different.
追いかけたいとは思っているんですね。
Stop doubting me. It feels like Asuho, who has put on her puppy face, is going to bite me. Anyway, see you later. I dash off.
ようちゃんが逃げた。アスホさん、私たちはこっちですよ。うわ、リボンをリードみたいに引っ張らないで。小雨ちゃん。
Leaving the rest to Kosame, I head off to my destination.
ようさん。
While we are waiting for Onshino to make dinner, Suzuha speaks out to me nervously.
今日はずっとちなみさんを見てませんけど。
She went to school and came back as usual. She came down once before you arrived.
今はどこにいるんですか？
In her room. I'll go get her once dinner is ready.
お部屋でお んでるとか。
Nope, it's just that she has something to do.
宿題やってるんですね。
Not once have I seen Chinami do that ever since she was born. What? Well, you could say that. Still, I don't want to make her worry unnecessarily.
ちなみさん、お姉ちゃんのこと怒ってますか？
She's not angry. She wasn't angry at the time when the telescope broke either.
はい。でも、ずっと黙ったままでした。
On our way home yesterday, nobody talked. She'll be cheerful again in no time. I told you this morning, didn't I?
はい。
Suzuha's expression doesn't change.
りょうさんもさっきまで部屋にいたんですか？
Yeah, I'm planning to go straight back after eating dinner. Probably just like Chinami. Sorry for not spending time with you.
いえ、それは全然。しのさんもいますし、それよりお姉ちゃんが。
Isuzu isn't going to come tonight?
はい。誘ったんですけど、行かないって。
My phone rings. A message from Isuzu.
これから私の部屋に来ませんか？二人で夕飯を食べませんか？今作ってる途中なんです。しのさんほど上手じゃありませんけど、よかったら食べてみてくれませんか？マヨネーズは使ってませんから安心してください。それに今日はあんまりお話ししてないから先輩とお話ししたいです。
I sent her a reply. I tell her I'm sorry, but I can't come.
もしかしてお姉ちゃんですか？
Yeah.
お姉ちゃん気が変わって一緒に食べるとか。
No, she's making her own dinner.
そうですか。
Isuzu doesn't send a reply. Isuzu runs over as I leave my house. Oh, it's quite rare to see Isuzu running, considering you're such a laid-back person.
茶化さないでください。
She hangs her head down while standing in front of me. I haven't greeted you yet. Good morning.
おはようございます。
Did you run over because you saw me just now?
いえ、偶然です。
I can only imagine that she was waiting for me. She might not have shown herself if I was with Ichinami.
ゆうべは
Sorry, I had something to do.
用事だったんですね。だったら仕方ないですね。
Isuzu smiles weakly. I know that I hurt her.
じゃあ今夜は私の部屋。
Will you come eat at my place tonight? I'll be really happy if you can. It seems like she's having a hard time answering.
私の部屋じゃダメですか？
Then can I bring Chinami along too? Suzuha-chan was lonely last night. Isuzu looks pained.
そろそろ学校行きませんか？
No. I want to curse myself for employing this attitude. I think Chinami will be coming out soon. We were terrible for leaving her behind yesterday, so we have to wait for her today.
私は
Isuzu bites on her lip.
私は先に行きます。
I see.
先輩は
I said I'm waiting, didn't I?
私と
Sorry. I apologize for the sake of it.
分かりました。
Okay.
先に行きます。
Okay. I see Isuzu off expressionlessly. It might have looked like a rejection. I'm the one who is creating a distance between us. If that's how she sees it, then so be it. Isuzu? I notice that Isuzu is standing close by as I walk out the school gates. She lifts her head in response, but quickly lowers it again. What are you doing at a place like this?
先輩を待ってたから。
She replies and mumbles.
昼休みは中庭でも待ってたのに来ないから。
I had something to do at lunchtime.
ゆうべと同じ用事ですか？
Yeah, pretty much. Isuzu, what about club activities?
休みます。
Everyone will be delighted if you come. Well, I'm going home.
私も
Isuzu's scared. She's afraid of being distanced again.
一緒に帰っても
Alright, let's go home. There's no reason to refuse her. It's something so simple, and yet...
ありがとうです
Oh, look how happy she is. Isuzu's expression looks like she's about to cry. Come if you can tonight. I tell her that as we arrive in front of my house. Well then, bye.
待って
As I'm about to go inside, Isuzu stops me.
もう帰るんですか
Yeah, I'll see you for dinner. See you later.
待ってください
Her trembling voice sounds as if she wants to scream out.
帰らないでくださいまだそばにいてください一緒がいいです帰っちゃ嫌です
I want to embrace her weak figure, but I manage to hold back. We'll be together again, won't we? During dinner, that is.
嫌です先輩と二人がいいです二人きりがいいです
Will it be fine if Chinami is with us? Isuzu, I've told you a number of times already.
何してもいいですから
She cuts in.
何してもいいですから私に何してもエッチなことも
I'm lost for words.
エッチなことしてもいいですから二人じゃないとできませんから
Well, that is true.
だから
You dummy. I flick her on the forehead. You don't have to force yourself.
無理じゃないです先輩だからしてもいいんです私に何したってエッチなことしたってだから今夜は私の部屋
I can't. Isuzu takes a breath of surprise. I can't come. I'm busy. Isuzu's trembling intensifies.
その用事って
It's very important.
私より
You can't compare them. That's because I have to accomplish this with Chinami. Isuzu's eyes widen. Tears gather at the corner of her eyes.
ちなみさん先輩の大切な妹がちなみさんそんなちなみさんも私は傷つけた先輩が大切だって思うちなみさんもだから先輩に嫌われ
Her words disappear into sobs. I realize my insensitivity. Isuzu, that's not what I meant. She turns back. I don't stop her. She hurries inside and locks the door. I hesitate about pressing the doorbell. I thought about contacting her on her phone. I choose to do neither. Damn it. I'm pathetic. There were other ways of going about this. I can't help but feel annoyed with myself for not handling the situation properly. Everyone is gathered around to the dining table in Yo's house right now. Yet she's all alone here. Aoi Isuzu desperately holds back the tears that are about to fall down. She's not going to cry because she's been alone up until now. She should be used to loneliness. It should have been normal for her. Even now, nothing should have changed. Yet, why has it come to this? Is she feeling lonely from something like this? She knows the reason. Kugasaka Yo. It's his fault, because he's not here.
先輩が私のそばにいてくれないから
It hurts, it's lonely, it's sad. She is distressed and she cannot forgive herself for having these feelings. She is miserable. Yo definitely despises her because she threw those thoughtless words at Chinami. She falls into despair just thinking about it. She can't bear it. She'd rather die. these feelings that were unimaginable to her in the past. It's like she's changed. Is this love? Yo has become so precious to her. More precious than her telescope, more precious than the starry sky in her memories. That's why she feels more pain right now than the time when her telescope broke. She cannot stand being separated from Yo.
そっか。私。
It's the same as that time. The same as when she moved to Hibarigasaki. The time when she left her birthplace. The feeling of separation that she was subjected to. Perhaps it's even stronger than what she felt back then.
でも、だったら。
What's different this time compared to back then is the solution. As a child, she was helpless about her parents transferring jobs. However, the situation is different this time. This is something she can solve with her own strength. She just has to apologize to Chinami. That's all she needs to do. Yo will surely return to her. All she needs to do is apologize. Things will be back to what they were before. She knows. She knows that, and yet
できないよ。
she's thought about apologizing to Chinami.
わからないんだよ。
But she doesn't know how to apologize. She's always been denying friends, so she doesn't know. Her former self that had so many friends is so distant now, to the point where she can't remember it. She doesn't have any confidence in what to say to Chinami. She isn't going to approach Chinami during class. Likewise, Chinami doesn't either. They haven't talked at all, not since that happened. Chinami is surely angry. She knows that Chinami wasn't the one who broke the telescope. It wouldn't break in pieces like that just from holding it. However, she had blamed Chinami. She had directed all of the blame at Chinami. Chinami is definitely angry. She must resent her now. Yo said that Chinami wanted to apologize. She doesn't believe that. He is merely being kind. Chinami no longer thinks of her as a friend. The one who asked for all this was Isuzu herself. Chinami isn't wrong. It was all her own fault. Then just what sort of expression should she be putting on when she tells her that she wants to return to being friends again?
教えてよ。誰か。
Her tears flow out uncontrollably. She understands it. She can't be friends with Chinami at this rate. She can't fall in love with him. She's repeating the same mistake. She's going to get hurt again.
やだよ。先輩。
It's gorging out an old wound, so it's only going to get deeper.
離れたくないよ。先輩。
That's why there's no way she can keep on enduring these feelings.